Well, welcome to the Jazz Jumpstart Show. I am Jasmine Romaine, and I am so jazzed to be with each and every single one of you on today. Here on the Jazz Jumpstart Show, it's all about speaking life as well as business so you can level up and be all that you are called to be. And I have a feeling that you're going to be a world changer because you are listening to this station. So I'm so excited to speak with you, and I cannot wait to share with you the speaker keys to have success in speaking. All right. So let's get started. But hey, we got to have a talk. We got to talk. So I want to get on here and actually speak with you one-on-one, have a one-on-one conversation with you so that way we can speak about speaking and really how you can have success in the business as you are speaking your brand and getting out there telling your story, because your story can really do amazing things and build not only a speaker brand, but also a business just as well. So hello. Maybe you don't know me. I welcome you. Doing a little adjusting there. But if you don't know who I am, I'm Jasmine Romaine, the host of the Jazz Jumpstart Show. I am a motivational speaker. I am the speaker coach who gets you jazzed about success, but also teaches you how to have more clarity and confidence as you're delivering your story. And I'm a daughter of the king. I love to go by that title just as well. So there are different components of who I am, but most of all, I'm on a mission to help you get the joy and amplify your voice so you can flourish just like these flowers behind me and speak up, right? So, one of the biggest things when it comes to becoming a speaker is really having a big mindset for. So many people look at themselves as, I don't know if I'm a speaker. I don't know if I can actually tell that story. Listen, we are telling stories every single day. So you are also a speaker. And when I wrote my book, Speak to Profit, How to Speak with Confidence and Jazz Up Your Sales, I wrote about the perspective of being a speaker. And so many individuals have different types of perspectives. Some people see it as, hey, I got to be on a big stage in order to be a speaker. Or some people look at it like, well, speaker success to me really means being able to have all these people follow me and all these people liking my posts and liking my Instagram posts. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to break it down for you, world changer, on what a speaker really is. A speaker is someone who shares value, and that whatever value you're sharing to an audience, whether it's an audience of one or it's an audience of many, you have now become a speaker. Now, there is a difference between becoming a paid speaker. And I'm so excited because I'll be teaching a masterclass called Speak to Profit that's going to be teaching individuals, world changers, how to become a speaker that gets paid, where you can speak for a fee and baby, eliminate the free on it, right? So I'm going to teach you how to do that. But the first thing that is first is really developing a mindset to believe bigger when it comes to the speaking industry. And maybe you're looking at it like, well, hey, I've been a speaker before when it comes to my company. I've trained individuals, I've spoken to individuals, I've shared, but maybe you've only shared when it comes to what you have learned for the company or what your company's mission is. Maybe you're not quite sure on how to articulate your own story. Is too much information too much? Is sharing this particular story about me going to ruin my personal brand or my professional brand? If you are going into that type of confusion, then it's time to get the clarity. So that way, when you're branding yourself, you really understand how to deliver a top-notch speech that's not only going to impact people, but also going to get you income. Somebody say income, because you can become paid to speak. But it's all mindset. It's all right here in the mind. Like, how can you have a mindset that's going to actually allow you to visualize yourself not only speaking on stages or on live streams, but really allow yourself to reach those individuals you're called to serve. See, one of the biggest things about becoming a speaker is not just speaking to just anyone. We want to be laser focused because world changers change the world, but they have a mission that they're changing too. And that mission could be certain people, certain demographics, certain types of things. And when we are intentional about who we are serving, guess what? Possibilities happen, opportunities come about, and then you are more sought after in the things that you're doing because you're considered an expert. We all love that term, right? An expert in what I do. It's like when you get your college degrees or you get your certifications and you are now an expert in whatever you have that accomplishment for. Well, it's the same thing when it comes to speaking. So once you have the mindset, you are then intentional. So being intentional is really being able to have the target audience that you're looking for. And there's a lot of people out in the world, billions, okay? But you don't need all the billions. You need those people who will resonate with your story, the individuals who will be able to journey with you and see how you can help them, because that's then where the income comes about. You not only make the impact, you also can make the income in your story. So many people ask me, Jasmine, how can I become a paid speaker? And I'm going to share with you that it is very simple. You don't have to go through the route of just speaking for free, seeing where it lands, but you can really have an amazing blueprint that allows you to get paid as a speaker and still share your story. I'll be honest with you. I could have never imagined that I would be able to be exactly who I am every single day, share my story of what I went through where it was causing me pain. People are like, you went through that? And I'm like, yeah. And then now I'm getting a check for it, right? So my pain has now turned into purpose. And I say that because yours too. I did not know that I would be able to share my story and not only make an impact in the lives of others, but then also still be able to build an income that allows me to have the freedom that I so love very dearly. And maybe many of you all have what you want as freedom. Maybe it's in your mind right now and you're like, how can I get this out? How can I be able to live a life where I'm free, I have joy, I'm doing what I love, and it don't even feel like I'm working, but really be able to have everything you need and still live a purpose-filled life. Well, that's what speaking, and that's one of the things that God has allowed me to be able to do in the season, is to teach individuals how to speak. And guess what? You do this every day. I don't know why I'm whispering, but it does sound great. But you do this every single day. You're speaking, telling your story, but is it intentional with how you're doing it to be able to make greater impact in the world, but then also be able to cash in on your story? See, in 2012, I moved to New York City, 2 suitcases, a carry-on, and I remember going to that city with a big dream. My dream at that time was to become an on-air personality. And I was like, hey, they said if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. So I go to New York City thinking I was going to stand out. Well, little did I know, and I have to admit, little research that I do, knowing that I wasn't going to be the only person searching for a dream, searching to fulfill a dream, that it would be so many others. And I remember I had just almost finished, I was just to finish up graduate school, and I was looking for a job. I had an apartment that I was sharing a room with because I had roommates. And I remember in that very moment, I was looking for all these opportunities that were going to pay big amount of money. And then some opportunities were just like, hey, Jasmine, you might have to work a couple other jobs for that. But during that season, one of the biggest things that stood out for me even more was that every time I told my story about how I was looking for opportunities, people were intrigued. They wanted to listen more. And I remember when I finally discovered what I was called to do in life, that those opportunities were coming to me all the time because I started becoming more clear. I started having more clarity. And then the clarity actually allowed me to start sharing stories with people, whether I was on the train or whether I was even speaking to individuals while I was salsa dancing. So it was so many different instances and so many different locations, but it was the same story. And I remember telling that story. And then all of a sudden, because I was clear on what I was supposed to do with those stories, I not only made an impact, I also was able to make income with what I was doing. So I learned how to speak to profit. And I'll be honest, like I was in New York City, so I was just trying to pay at first my rent. But when I realized that it wasn't just a mission for me, this was a mission to help other people be set free, it was an opportunity for me to help. And in that very moment, it allowed me to not only help people, but also allowed me to see what I was called to do even more. So, can you speak, become a speaker, and get paid? Yes, you can. And there are ways to do it. And I remember when I started off, I made very little money in the business because I left a lot of things off the table. I didn't know about certain things in the industry per se. And I am so honest with people to let people know I left a lot of money on the table. But as I grew in the industry, I started realizing how you continuously keep the money in the pipeline. So it won't just be a one-time thing, but becomes a reoccurring opportunity for you to not only make greater impact, but then also the income. And that's when I started seeing it happen. And maybe for you, you're looking at how you can get out of the situation you're in. You're looking at what is it going to take for me to now take my story from this stage and actually put it on a bigger stage, or maybe even having a plan that's even intentional on how you're going to continue to make even greater impact, and then also pull it in where you can have income that's going to fit the lifestyle that you desire. Maybe you desire to travel all the time, or maybe you desire to have freedom where you can be with your family and really be able to live a freedom life. Well, there are ways that you can do it. And one of the biggest things that I love to do that allows me to not only speak, but also make that impact is becoming a speaker business. And I'm going to let you know through my book that I have, which is Speak to Profit, How to Speak with Confidence and Jazz Up Your Sales. It teaches you how to do just that. But most of all, it teaches you how to amplify your voice. So remember, number one, you got to always have a mindset. Mindset is huge and important. Number two, you want to be intentional. And then the last but not least, you want to understand how you can be able to take your message into a way to monetize it, but then also take that message and make great impact. So on December 10th, I'm so excited because I'm going to take everything that I have learned throughout my over 6 years of speaking, and then even during radio days. So we have decades of learning that I'm going to be teaching you in my master class. So you'll not only have the mindset to believe bigger when it comes to the speaking industry and how to become a speaker, but you'll also be very intentional by knowing your target audience so you can be able to speak directly to them. And then guess what? I'm going to be teaching you where you don't have to speak for free, but you can actually speak for a fee, make money so you can live the fulfilled life that you're looking for. So I'm going to teach you how to do all of this. I remember when I started off, how it was. I didn't have like all the tools that you all are going to get blessed with during this masterclass, but I was still able to take the knowledge that I did have and still be able to get a paid speaking opportunity, even my first time. So I can teach you all just the same. And I'm so excited because I really feel, and I've been telling so many individuals this, that 2022 is even for those who want more. It's for those who know in their heart that it's going to be the double season. And if you're feeling in your heart and you're feeling that you are ready to get out there, use your voice, have clarity in your message, tell those stories, even though some of those stories may not be the most glamorous of stories, it's your story, and really have that clarity on how you can position it for your audience, then hey, Speak to Profit Masterclass is for you. So I definitely can't wait to share with you even more how you can get out there, amplify your voice, but then also how you can start looking at speaking as an opportunity for you to continue to accumulate wealth in your life, wealth in your business, wealth in your career. So I'm so excited. If you want more information about the masterclass, go ahead. Go in the comments down below, the description down below, and get more information so you can be able to join in on this training starting on Friday, December the 10th. So it's going to be amazing. And hey, for all of you all of my world changers out there, I know that you have a big message inside of you. I know you're waiting for somebody to pull it on out. You're like, I'm ready for you to pull it out. Pull out in me what I didn't know was there. And trust me, one of the things that I'm known to do is pull out a message. And so whether you feel you have a message, whether it's all over the place and you're looking to make it clear and concise, you want to have the words to say that's going to pull in those people you're called to serve so you can get out there and make major moves towards the things that God has called you to do. You're a world changer. Be a light in the world. And I truly believe that each and every single one of you have that in you. I'm Jasmine Romaine. This is the Jazz Jumpstart Show. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Tell your friend to tell a friend to tell their friend. They're going to tune into the Jazz Jumpstart Show because this is how we do it over here. Until then, you all, I will talk to you soon. And I hope to see you in the masterclass and have a great rest of your week. It's my birthday week starting what? Yeah, we're going to start it today and we'll take it into Sunday. How about that? But have a great one and I will talk to each and every one of you very soon. Bye.